Hello and welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. In between episodes, I've done a lot of operation type stuff. Uh, Two things. There was a mission with Sutherland, that guy who I showed you guys before, who I built up the company. So we finished his operation, and we're going to go locate him. But also, you'll notice there's a couple extra operations around here. So it turns out, if you talk to Krem, Iron Bull's lieutenant, after a story mission, he gives you a bunch of operations related to that story mission. So I basically got all of those, and we're in the process of finishing several of them. They're basically just things. The important one is this. This is going to get me a good reward. Yeah. So my plan, first things first, we're going to go and get Sutherland and his company. So we need to go locate where they are, and we will find them very shortly. If we were to go into... You'll notice it is in the Storm Coast. So we're going to head to the Storm Coast really briefly. I know, right? Didn't think we were going back here. So they're over there, right next to this camp. So let's just fast travel there. This is likely going to be very brief. And then when I come after this, I'm going to head back to Skyhold, and I'm going to go through and talk to all of our companions, get those conversations out of the way, because there's a bunch of new ones after we did the story quest. And then next episode, you'll see me wrap up, grab some things from a few operations that we've been finished, and then we'll continue with the story, because we're pretty close now. So I just want to lose this episode to get some of these odds and ends out of the way. So yeah, that's the plan. But first, let's go rescue Sutherland and his men. Who are not all men, but you get my point. Okay.
Inquisitor.
So, looks like they're upwards. Let's go around. Let's call them out. Okay. There we go. Nothing probably particularly useful in that chest, so I don't care to stop. I'm on a mission. Oh, multiple chests here in the Storm Coast. How nice of them.
We've been searching the region for resources. Commander's orders.
There's some dark spawn that are level 11, so they're going to be basically no challenge. Yeah, that one's already dead. So he's a slight, minute challenge. Minute being the operative word here. Now he's a ghost working for us. Here, have some energy barrage. Alright. So they were not people hounding our Sutherland's company. They're just people that are there. Let's march on up here. I think we're getting closer to where we need to be. Yep. Okay, so there's more darkspawn that they are fighting.
It's the Inquisitor. I told you. I told you.
Oh, that guy's weak. Oh, I want to make sure he doesn't die.
That's the law. We won. Hurrah!
Cool. Is that it? Let's talk to him. Oh wait, there's enemies that they're fighting? I don't even know who they're fighting. Okay.
It's the Inquisitor. I told you. I told you. I knew you'd come. That's a good runner. We saved a caravan but lost the fight. Saw your flag and were hoping we were good for a ransom. Once they learned we were nobody, we were as good as dead. But here you are.
Of course I'm here. You are an adventuring company of the Inquisition.
You hear that? Did everyone hear that?
We heard it, you fool.
Inquisitor, we'll return to the hold. And we'll be back out in no time. Thank you.
Yep. Cool. I put these people in heavy armor after a quest. I like that. See, he's actually a mage, but he's wearing the Dalish heavy armor, which is a random schematic that I still haven't gotten. Makes me sad, because that one looks awesome. I wish this one looked as cool. The female keeper robes actually look kind of similar to the warrior armor, where it's sort of like a green chest piece, and then like the shoulder pads. It's much cooler than this. It's actually a lot like Meryl's armor from Dragon Age 2. Like her white armor, but with green instead of white as the main dress. So, if you have played Dragon Age 2, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, unfortunately. I like my elven robes, I just wish they were cooler. Anyways, then we can go talk to Sutherland and we get one last operation with his people, I think. Well, I mean, all of our people are on operations right now, but we might as well get the operation. Because pretty soon they'll be open.
I see.
Oh, wait, maybe they're not here. I was told that they are...
That's not a chance, it's a limerick, and a damn dirty one.
Gets the bandits
I
running.
heard they were here.
I'd give them more than that, with how you...
Alright, well, I'm up here. Let's talk to Cole
Just make them a battalion.
while I'm here.
Corypheus died, and then he didn't. That's why he always felt wrong, like he didn't fit inside himself. He wears another man's life. I thought dying was forever.
So did I. Corypheus seems to break a lot of rules.
But is it him? Is he real? If a man can be dead and then not, could I have saved the real Cole?
I have no idea. I'm sorry. I hardly understand any of this myself.
His hands were bruised from beating on the wall. It was dark, like the cabinet where he hid to escape his father. His belly hurt like knives, throat cracked dry. He was alone. I pushed through and held his hand. It was all I could do. He said, "Thank you." Thank you.
Anyways, I'll have to find Sutherland. I know he's supposed to be around here somewhere. I'll have to search. I'm supposed to talk to him and get one last operation. Oh, Cassandra's over here. Let's talk to her. Combo to have.
Victory in the Arbor Wilds. The archdemon might have been a real threat to our army, but it flew off once we turned the tide. It is still out there, however. I wonder what Corypheus plans now.
We'll deal with whatever he throws at us.
Do not underestimate Corypheus. He is powerful, and you have yet to fight him one-on-one. But
I've
he will come.
soloed dragons.
You
I
will
think
get
I'll
your chance.
be fine.
If he tries, he'll regret it.
I believe you. Not long ago, this was impossible to imagine. You, a valued friend, victory close at hand. The time has come to consider what will come next.
I have plans.
Oh, I have plans of my own.
As you should. Blessed are they who stand before the corrupt and the wicked, and do not falter. You have come far, my friend. It has been an honor.
I avoided mentioning the thing about divine because, again, as I've said previously, I don't want her to be divine. I'm gunning for Liliana right now. Talk to Blackwall.
The war in Orlais has claimed too many lives. I pray that it's over for good.
I don't think he has anything.
Nothing right now.
We've been through his full
Perhaps in the
gamut of everything, so I feel like he's pretty much just like, I don't have anything more to talk about. Let's go up to Cullen.
The Dales are coming. We could try to go back.
I missed Bull because of things, but I'll go back, don't worry. We'll see everyone. I don't intend to skip anything.
Though all before me is shadow, yet shall the Maker be my guide. I shall not be left to wander the drifting roads of the beyond. For there is no darkness in the Maker's light, and nothing that he has wrought shall be lost.
A prayer for you.
For those we have lost, and those I am afraid to lose.
I'm glad you haven't lost your faith.
I've questioned it at times, but I found comfort in faith when life offered little. Corypheus will retaliate. It's only a matter of time. We must draw strength wherever we can.
Unless he gets bored and surrenders. Any chance of that?
I doubt it.
Okay. Oh, yeah. I don't want to go. I don't want to talk to Morgan yet. That's going to advance the story, which I do not want to do. She's in her room as it happens. Hey, Ver.
So, I'm still trying to wrap my mind around this. We went to an ancient ruin where you consumed a pool of elfiness, and then walked through a mirror, and wound up back here. Have I mentioned that the shit that happens to you is crazy? I don't want to think about this anymore. Want to discuss something normal?
Not really.
Carry on.
Let's loop around to Josephine. Let me go check the war table and see if maybe Sutherland, operation has just appeared. I don't think it would have, but
Sister
We must
Liliana
plan
says
for
the
you
guests
to
are on
find
their
one
way.
last
The last inheritances are discovered.
This time
And Toad
for all
is
of
not
us.
a spring color.
Once you find Corypheus, I suppose we must wait.
I just want to see your face again. Once this is over.
I'd be happy to arrange that. Please be sure to. I hope that you'll... Maker, I wish you didn't have to go.
You mean the world to me, Josephine Montillier.
Aww.
Then return to me safely. I must attend to some tasks before you draw out our enemy. Do go before I begin to cry.
Anyway, yeah, we're coming up on the end, guys. Pretty close. Alright, I'm gonna just check and see. I don't think I saw say that anything popped up. I'm gonna have to look it up, make sure. Oh, nope, that's it. It's that one. So we'll do that once I have free people. Okay, so that's all I need to do. Right. Oh, I remember now. I have to do that one, and then there's a conversation with them afterwards. Okay. Let's loop up to Solus. And then Dorian, Liliana, and then Dorian, Vivian, Liliana, and then go back to Iron Bull.
I wish I had been with you at the Temple of Mythal. I could have warned you.
Warned me?
You gave yourself into the service of an ancient elven god!
Meaning?
What does that mean exactly?
You are Mythal's creature now. Everything you do, whether you know it or not, will be for her. You have given up a part of yourself,
Well, it's a good thing I...
You don't even believe in the ancient elven gods.
I don't believe they were gods, no, but I believe that they existed. Something existed to start the legends. If not gods, then mages. Or spirits. Or something we've never seen. And you are bound to one of them now. I suppose it is better you have the power than Corypheus. Which leads to the next logical question. What will you do with the power of the well once Corypheus is dead?
This war proved that we can't go back to the way things were. I'll try to help this world move forward.
You would risk everything you have in the hope that the future is better. What if it isn't? What if you wake up to find the future you shaped is worse than what was?
I'll take a breath, see where things went wrong, and then try again.
Just like that.
If we don't keep trying, we'll never get it right.
You're right. Thank you.
For what?
You have not been what I expected, Inquisitor. You have impressed me. You have offered hope. That if one keeps trying, even if the consequences are grave, that someday things will be better. Forgive my melancholy. Corypheus has cost us much. The Temple of Mythal did not deserve such a fate. The orb he carries, and its stolen power, that at least we may still recover. With luck, some of the past may yet survive.
Thank you, Solus. We couldn't have done this without you.
You are welcome.
I'm glad that that ends on a good note. He was very angry, but I think I managed to make up the loss of approval I did when I took it in. He's still not as a fan of the choice, but it all worked out in the end for me.
What happened at the Elven Temple? It's got me thinking. I should go back, shouldn't I? To Tevinter. Once this is done, if we're still alive. All my talk of how terribly wrong things are back home. But what do I do about it? Nothing.
How does this relate to the Elven Temple?
That elf, Abelas. He said the Imperium wasn't what destroyed the elves.
Yeah.
People would never accept that. It would reduce us to scavengers, destroy our legacy no matter how terrible. We should accept it. Take our history down a peg. Confront the legacy hanging over us like a shroud. Maybe not all of us want to, but that could be altered. If you can change minds, so can I.
Someone with your impeccable taste could transform Tevinter.
I hope you're right. You usually are. It might surprise you to know that you're the one who inspired me. You're shaping the world, for good or ill. How could I aspire to do any less? If it means proving that Tevinter can be better, that there's hope even for my homeland, I would do anything.
Yay. Dorian's been inspired to greatness. Makes sense. Vivienne, what you got for me? I think I know what this is going to be.
It's been quite the momentous day,
I have
hasn't it?
one other thing to unlock with
How
her,
do
I
you
think.
feel? It's not every day one absorbs ancient elven magic.
I'm getting used to it.
It was strange at first, but I think I'm all right now.
Good. We can't have you falling to pieces on the eve of such an important battle.
Yeah.
The pieces are nearly in place. We'll soon strike against Corypheus directly. You've done so much better than I expected. I shall not be embarrassed to stand and fight beside you.
I just think there's one other thing.
I always have time for you.
Maybe not. Anyway. I want to see that other scene. I know it exists, but it might not show it to me. There's another follow-up scene to her personal quest. But I think I might have lost a chance to see it, so we'll see. This is an important convo. It finally gets what I want, I think.
I was pondering who might be divine, and it suddenly occurred to me. Is it so ridiculous for the Grand Clerics to support me? Why shouldn't they?
What would you do as divine?
If you were divine, what would you do?
Change things. Change everything. Your support of the Mage Rebellion was a good start. We must build on this.
Mm-hmm.
No more circles. the mages will be free.
Yes.
The Chantry will accept them as the Maker's children.
Cool.
In fact, it will accept everyone. Elves, dwarves, even Canari. Why exclude them?
Okay.
The Chantry allows our differences to tear us apart, instead of teaching us how we are the same.
I'd support you.
I think you would make a good divine.
I am glad to hear it. Your support may persuade the Grand Clerics to vote in my favor. The Chantry was a beacon of hope to me once, you know. In my years at Lothering's Chantry, we turned no one away from our doors. It was a refuge, a place of peace. I felt the Maker's presence and his love, even when they told me he'd left us. This is the Chantry I know. The Chantry I wish the world to see.
The world could certainly use the force for good you describe.
Yes, the Chantry should be a force for good instead of what it is. The Chantry dictated where it should have inspired. It spoke of judgment instead of acceptance. It should encourage the good in everyone, rather than rebuke us for our sins. No one should be turned away from our doors. No one is without worth. Whoever you are, whatever your mistakes, you are loved, unconditionally. In your heart shall burn an unquenchable flame.
Yeah, so that's why I'm going to support her as divine. Because, you know, whole keeping the mages free and racial equality stuff. It's pretty appealing to my character. So she's, in a good spot.
What do you think allowed the triumph of the Templar?
Let's talk to Bull. I don't remember if he has any, full thing or just like a short convo.
So to kill Corypheus, all we have to do is kill his dragon first? That's easy. We're good at killing shit.
Damn straight.
Just one more big fight to put this Magister asshole down for good. I knew you'd get us here, boss.
Thanks for your help.
It's been an honor, Bull.
Oh, don't get like that. This isn't goodbye. We're kicking this guy's ass.
Damn Skippy.
See?
Alright.
What did I tell you?
Thank you.
That was... I think that's everyone. Let me just double check. Bull and Cassandra, Blackwall, Cole, Vivienne, Varric, Josephine, Solus, Dorian, Liliana, and Cullen. Yep. Oh, we have a judgment. That's right. Oh, wait, go sit in judgment of, Samson. Let's go do that and end the episode on that. I forgot about that. Cool. That's a good way. I was like, this episode's running a little bit short. So there must be something else I can do. Because at this point, all we have to do is wait for the operations to finish. And then we're basically done. Anyways, but we have a judgment to sit in for.
Give me, Inquisitor. For personal interest, I have relieved Josephine, as you might expect.
Yes.
Knight Templar Samson, general to Corypheus, traitor to the Order. The blood on his hands cannot be measured. His head is too valuable to take. Kirkwall or Lay, many would see him suffer. I can't say I'm not one of them.
Judging him will affect as many as his crimes. I won't take it lightly.
The Red Lyrium will steal your vengeance. You know what it does. Corypheus only delayed my corruption.
Are you still loyal to that thing? He poisoned the Order, used them to kill thousands.
Templars have always been used. How many were left to rot like I was, after the Chantry burned away their minds? Piss on it. I followed him, so Templars could at least die at their best.
That is
Same
so
lie as the
gross.
Chantry. The profit just isn't as pretty.
I found your people. They believed in you. Believed your cause was righteous.
Not your business, Inquisitor.
Your friend Maddox was so loyal, he killed himself. For you.
They were always going to die. I saw what Corypheus was doing. So yes, I fed them hope instead of despair. I made them believe their pain had purpose. Just like the Chantry does. Right, Commander? It ended as well as anything else I've done. Corypheus would kill me on sight. I'll tell your people what they want. Everything I cared about is destroyed.
Let Kirkwall have you. Exile him. Dagna will study your powers. Show this coward and will call him will question you. Yeah, I want Dagna on this.
Samson, you can still be of use to good people. What you know is less important than what you are. My Arcanist will study your resistance to Red Lyria.
Do as you will, Inquisitor. Your kind always does.
I have things we need to know about him. Hopefully that ends well. I think we need to know about why Red Lyrian doesn't affect him so strongly as everyone else. Hopefully we can find some kind of a cure, something, to help all the people that are still infected. These will never go away, will they? That's just sucks. But nothing you can do. Okay. It's ending slightly early, but you have to understand that I don't want to proceed until we are done with some of these operations and we're ready to actually begin the last episode. Well, not the last. You'll see. Anyway, thank you for watching. We're coming up pretty close. Should only be a couple more now before this LP is over. So once again, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.